There's nothing worse than a bad manicure.
It's as worse as a sour towel.
Oh my God.
A bad manicure will change my life.
And a good manicure does too, but a bad manicure?
So bad, you guys.
Like when the shape gets wrong.
Oh, when the shape is wrong. When the shape is wrong with acrylic and you can't change it yourself.
I've never had acrylics.
Oh, you know, I used to have. Oh, I used to have. Tick, tick, tick. When the shape is bad and the paint is good and you can't change the shape itself because you're afraid to mess up the paint.
Yeah.
Or when the paint is bad and they don't go all the way to the cuticle.
It's just so crazy how nails can give you such a boost of confidence. Like when I get my nails done and I love how they look, I just feel like, yes, hands. Comment down below how you feel about manicures. Comment down below your nail shape preference.
I like a square.
I hate a square.
I love a square.
Do not ever give me square nails. They make my fingers look like little stubs. I want a...
Squoval.
I think I want a... What's it?
Square oval. You like it flat on top but round on the edges. Square oval.
Okay, fine. Swovel.
Squoval.
Squoval me.
Squoval me, baby.
Squoval me, baby. Yeah, for sure. That's the nail shape. I've never done the coffin. I've never done the...
I've done coffins.
What are the other ones? I've never done the really pointy ones.
Round, oval, coffins, square, stiletto.
Oh, stiletto. Sexy.
And then like just neutral, which is also just like whatever your nail shape is. I hate that.
Ba-ba-bing, ba-ba-boom.
I hit myself on
You're
the
wearing so many
table.
rings. See what happens if you put your hand in the pot with that ring. Oh my God, SOS.
Oh, the rock is so big, it's sticking. I'm just playing.
You have no rock on that finger. It's the hook. She crazy.
It's so big.
Your rock is on the other finger.
You're right, but if I don't want to break it.
What are we talking about today?
Oh, wow. That's a good one. I
What
like
is
this
it?
one. Have you had friendship breakups? Yes. Some of them happened unknowingly to some parties. Some of them happen knowingly for both parties, and some of them just fade away because a season is a season.
The unexpected, like always, are harder than the expected. Sometimes you can feel a friendship just naturally start kind of distancing, and that person who was like once in your life 24/7, it just slows down and it feels like a natural thing. There's no beef, there's no bad blood. Then there are the friendship breakups where a friend all of a sudden just kind of like disappears out of your life. There's one friendship breakup that really sticks out in my mind, and I would love to tell you guys all about it.
I'd love to hear.
So a friend of mine who I see you over there cheesing. A friend of mine who I had gone to high school with was getting married. The weekend of my friend's wedding, Raven and I also happened to be co-hosting the LA Pride Parade.
Which we won Emmys for.
Yes.
At the end of the day. I'm sorry.
Anyhow, long story short, we did not attend my friend's wedding. And this is where I think I did a bad thing. I assumed in my head that we would be able to attend, and then when I realized we wouldn't because work had gotten in the way, I did not notify her on the day that we would not be able to attend. As crazy as this might sound, I've been to 2 weddings in my life. I'm not a big wedding person. You get to a certain age where all your friends start getting married. I'd never had those friends. So I didn't ever really like download the significance or the work that goes behind a wedding. I just felt like if I wasn't there, I wasn't going to be missed. We're not going, but I'll text her like in a few days when things settle down and apologize, send a bouquet of flowers, whatever. Well, that didn't end up happening because before I could connect with her, her younger sister reached out to me and said essentially like, had you let us know, we could have filled your seats with somebody who wanted to attend. I didn't think about the financial element. I didn't think about every head costing something. When it came to our wedding, it was chill.
During COVID, so we didn't really have any.
Yeah.
We didn't have a head count really because it was not wanted.
And the only thing that ever mattered to me when I thought about my day of getting married or my wedding was my ring. So like even when we came to planning, it was very relaxed and very much like, who can come? If you can come, great. If you can't, cool. We'll have a party in a couple of years maybe. So my perspective was so different, which I feel guilty for because it clearly was incorrect. I love her and this is the piece though that's been the hardest for me. She never has spoken to me since.
You have to kind of look at the scenario, right? And say what means more to that person. A 20-year friendship or they are well off. $400 to $700 a head in a wedding, and a text message that the excuse was we could have had somebody else sit in that seat, which, wow, you have people on standby that you can call day of to fill in a seat. That's awesome. I wish we had friends like that. There's two sides of it. There's her side and the feelings that she has, and they're super valid, but then there's also your side and the valid, you won an Emmy that day. So.
Well, I don't even care.
No, let me finish. Okay, just let me finish really fast. I think there's that weighing, but I think there's also the idea that the friends that you make when you're younger, there's always like a power play. There's someone that's in charge. There's someone that's the follower. There's someone that's on the outskirts of the friendship. There's someone that's the playmaker. There's the boss, then whatever. And as we grow up and create relationships outside of those core friendships with partners or other friends, the dynamic changes. And the dynamic changes the friendship itself. Those who might have been in power in the past, talking to someone that might not have been, who now as an adult is growing into their own power, will try to say things to keep you under their thumb in order to keep that relationship in order. I don't know. I'm just saying that's experiences that I've had. But then there's also, you guys could have just grown apart, and that was the thing that needed to happen in order for you to live your life and her to live hers. I'm sorry that you lost such an old school friend and that there hasn't been a moment since where you're able to at least sit down and speak on the topic. If we're speaking so personal, I have a friend that I've known since elementary school. I didn't get invited to her wedding. I talk to her every now and then. My communication with her is sparse, but not because I wasn't invited, just because we're both adults and we check in every now and then. Yes, that hurt when I found out, but I'm not going to hold it above her head forever. I'll tell the story just because that's the story, but I'm not holding any ill will.
We never had arguments before. There was not some kind of pre-existing anything. If anything, what there was a very intense motivation on my end to befriend this person. I remember that in high school specifically being like, I really want to be friends with her. I felt very drawn to her. And once we developed a closeness, I really enjoyed that. I also always felt like I was a sideline friend a little bit. Like I wasn't somebody that she would think of to have kind of consistently in her life. So when I felt accepted by her, it was a really validating thing. What I don't understand is that not even being able to say, you know what, it really hurt my feelings. I don't think I'm going to be able to forgive you because you didn't prioritize me. You didn't come to my wedding. It was the most important day of my life. Then at least I could say, I see how you saw that. I'm so sorry. I don't like not having closure.
Yeah, I'm the type of person that won't give you closure though. That's me. Because I don't want to talk to you.
You broke up with me. I know what that's like.
I don't want to talk to you. And I have nothing to say because no matter what I say, it's not going to change what happened. And I still have feelings about it. I will, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even, I'm riddled with fear and I can't talk. That's an extreme for an avoidant. That's like a visceral reaction. There's just the other person who is, I just don't want to talk to you anymore.
The indifference that almost comes with that, which is like, I just don't want to talk to you. Like, I don't care about you anymore. That to me, experiencing somebody having that feeling towards me is also extremely painful.
If you never felt like you were an important part of her life, maybe this was her out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So her just not contacting you could have been like, okay, well.
And bye. I guess that is the message in and of itself. Though I seek the conversation of being told you're not someone I see as a friend anymore.
That's hurtful to me.
See, I'd rather hear that because then at least, because I have the type of brain that like will try and continue to like fill in the scenario. So if someone says to me directly, like, I'm not interested in having a friendship with you, I get it. But what I'm also saying is that silence speaks just as loud.
And that's really difficult for any human in this world to come up to someone and say that outright because they feel like normally that would hurt somebody's feelings. If you ghost someone, ghosting someone is more acceptable in our society because you don't have to have that confrontation. So for someone with a brain like yours that needs like, I don't like you, like I could never say that to someone.
I guess I've accepted not understanding it. It's just sad to me that that's how that happened. And of all the friends that have walked in and out of my life, I feel like that is a particularly stingy one for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a great family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was exactly.
I'm sorry you have that loss. A breakup is just like a loss of any kind. It was such a part of your life.
100%.
And to lose it and to have to seal that wound with no actual closure is painful.
Yeah.
And as your wife, I say you got a bomb life, babes. You got a lot of stuff to fill that hole with.
I love tea time therapy sessions for Miranda. Let's make this a thing. Today's toast goes to the Uber drivers. Just the Uber drivers, period. But honestly, yeah, right?
Slow clap for the oobs.
Uber drivers have to put up with a lot of stuff.
And a lot of throw-ups.
I mean, I'm sure. Drunk people, weird people, smelly people. Were you an Uber driver who had to deal with throw up?
No, I was the person in the back who threw
You
up.
threw up in an Uber?
I had a life.
I don't even know that story.
We'll talk about it on the camera.
Well, anyhow, this is a list of the 26 most unique items that have been left behind in Ubers, and I just thought they were hilarious, and I just want to toast the Uber drivers that have to deal with this stuff. A frontal hair toupee.
Awesome. The weave fell off.
Hot sauce and a breathalyzer.
Wait. Hot sauce? Understood. That's not weird. I got hot sauce in my bag. Swag. Breathalyzer? For like drinking?
Yes.
Interesting.
2 containers with spiders in them.
Pass.
A Beyonce fold-up fan. A tray of meat.
Listen. I need my carne, okay? I need my carne.
A ceramic cat. A jar of oysters.
No, that's the weirdest thing.
A small rat skeleton prop. That person works in props. Okay. A candle that says "See you in court." A gray tub of surgical implants. Again.
That's weird. A gray tub of surgical. First of all, that's supposed to be sealed. You should not be seeing titties in the back of your car. little silicone titties in the back of the car.
Police grade handcuffs. A pet turtle. Waist beads and a burrito steamer.
Well, here's the problem. The waist beads popped off because the burrito steamer was in use. Oh, we got a whole meal in the back. We got carne. It's so good.
Small box containing a gnome. Benihana garlic butter.
Sad. That was a sad loss. I'd have been so mad if I'd have got home and didn't put that butter on top of my fried rice.
A panic button. Framed Taylor Swift autograph. That person is pissed.
Oh, they're pissed.
3 feathers. A fake butt.
West Hollywood.
Poster of Hillary Clinton.
West Hollywood.
Undergarments, bread, pack of ham and mayo. That person is on their way to their boyfriend's to make a ham sandwich and forgot.
But they left the underwear again. I'm sure the underwear was wrapped around the handcuffs. I like this Uber
No,
driver.
this is not all in the same Uber.
No? Damn.
Everything I'm listing is a different thing.
I know.
Paternity test,
Was it Maury?
a beard softener, a WWE championship belt,
Wait, for reals?
a Harry Potter wand engraved with the name Alexander, and this is the best one, a Jeep Liberty engine. Someone left a whole fucking Jeep engine in an Uber, and they probably were driving I don't know, what do you think? They're probably driving a Toyota Corolla and then has a Jeep engine in their back.
Liberty.
And that's no hate against a Toyota Corolla. My mother drove Toyota Corollas her whole life. I just want to cheers to those 26 weird people who lost all of those amazing items.
I feel most sad for the garlic butter loss.
The Benihana garlic loss.
God, sorry for you, though. So sorry.